Hey, Bobby Manning here. The Celtics got introduced in a big way to Sam Hauser, the 6'8 stretch 4 out of Virginia, formerly of Marquette, who came out of his redshirt senior year to the NBA draft, went undrafted, and will be joining the Celtics on a two-way deal next season. Didn't shoot well in the first two games. I believe he was about 2 of 10 from the field. Didn't get his three-point shot going at all. So we'll get a decent idea of what consistency he'll be able to show over a four-game stretch once we see him on Saturday against Philadelphia continue a stretch of hot shooting that never stopped here in this win over the Magic and really helped the Celtics separate themselves into their bench units. He hit his first 4 threes in the first half, added 2 more as well as an and one, along with a 7th shot on a cutting layup from Aaron Nesmith where he really flashed some nice creation ability. And Joe Mazzulla after the game actually said Hauser made one of the most unselfish cutting actions he's ever seen in a summer league game. I'll show you that alongside what Mazzulla said.
Sam has been tremendous. The highlight of the game, the only thing that we talked about at halftime, where there was 3 of the most unselfish plays I've seen in summer league in my 2 years watching, and Sam sprinted from corner to the slot and then back cut, and it got Aaron a wide open shot, and we missed it, so no one probably will remember it. But I thought that was just tremendous. And, you know, Bruno and Zach had similar plays like that. So Sam is extremely unselfish. He's much more of a physical defender than people may give him credit for. And, you know, he's become a better individual defender throughout this week.
So the on-court stuff was great. He'll be a two-way player, maybe give the Celtics some shooting options at a stretch 4 position. Out of Maine, give him some time to develop in Maine as well as a two-way contract goes. I was interested in some of the social justice practice stuff that he's doing off the court. Back to his high school days, Salvation Army, Operation Bootstrap stuff. This is, I thought, really inspiring stuff that Hauser's made part of his career. Obviously, the Celtics have a number of guys who are heavily involved in social justice. Hauser made an effort at Virginia with a professor as part of his research project to connect with underserved communities and work on bridging the gaps between those communities and education opportunities. He took a long look at mental health for athletes. That's something he fixated on as part of his studies at Virginia, as well as some other studies into underserved communities and things like that he says he's going to try to carry forth into Boston, Maine, wherever he ends up here this season. So I'll have an article on that coming with my discussions with Hauser and people around him to this point. But really just an inspiring performance and day from one of the depth guys here that not too many people were talking about on the Celtics before this week. So now you have some separation from the top guys on this team, as well as some mid-tier guys like Jahan Begarin. Yamadar showed some strides in that first game before struggling a little bit in these last 2, and now Hauser has shown he can really shoot with a pure stroke. And Tony Bennett, his college coach of Virginia, did say he's up there with Malcolm Brogdon, Kyle Guy, as well as from the Washington State days, Klay Thompson, among some of the best shooters that he's ever coached after 42% year at Virginia. So Hauser's stroke is undeniable. Will he be able to bring other parts to the game? Joe Mazzulla said he's made strides on defense this week after really struggling early on that end of the floor. So we'll keep an eye on Sam Hauser when the Celtics play the 76ers in their final scheduled game of the Summer League stretch here in Las Vegas. I'll have updates from that, coverage from that, alongside A. Sherrod Blakely for CLNS Media out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Talk to you soon.